Well, what's going on there, all of my little shrimp cocktails? It's Josh, and welcome to another speed build. So, I'm going to be releasing a few speed builds over the course of the next week, and they're all going to be buildings that have to do with my Season 2 Sims 4 Let's Play. And so this is going to be one of the buildings that's going to play a huge part, and actually this entire cul-de-sac, which you can kind of see is empty right now, is going to play a part in Season 2 as well. And so this first building, as you can tell from the title, is a cafe. It's a coffee shop, which, who's surprised, right? I hate coffee. Oh, God. And, this is the coffee shop that my sim and my boyfriend Jake's sim are owning. The concept of the whole thing is yet to be determined. I don't want to give too much away, but I will tell you more as it gets closer once the season does start in the next couple of weeks. But I will tell you that this entire concept, what I'm doing with this cul-de-sac, is I'm going to design all the buildings with an old, kind of like a Victorian-inspired style. And going to basically, this is Willow Creek, and I'm going to make it like Old Town Willow Creek, basically. And so this, like the whole concept is Jake, my sim and Jake's sim purchased this building and renovated it and turned it into a new coffee shop. And I strugs 2.0 with the roofing here. Doesn't everyone? I feel like even people that are really good at roofs always struggle with it too. Just, I don't know. I don't know if it's because I don't really like the roofing style in The Sims 4 as much as I did in like The Sims 3 and 2. I feel like it's not as, we don't have as much freedom as we did, but I think roofs are just always difficult to do. But so, it's 2 floors, and I really like how the roof ended up looking. I'm really happy with how it turned out. But yeah, I'm just trying to expand my horizons and trying to have a little more fun and get a little more creative with it. And I changed that because I angled the roof a little more, because when it was just straight up it looked like a church. Still kind of does, but then I fix it because I believe I turned that little tower into a clock tower, so I like size up one of the wall clocks on both sides of it, so it's like a little clock tower. And then I go back to this roof and strugs 2.0 for a minute. But yeah. And then I love, one of my favorite part about like old, I don't know if I want to say Victorian or prairie style, I don't know, buildings, builds, is I love the outdoor, like the little, I don't even want to call it little wraparound patio, kind of, if that makes sense, like going all around the building. It's one of my favorite things about these types of structures and this architectural style. But yeah, so I do a little thing, and back here I put like a little garden later. But yeah, I'm really happy. I love the shape of this building. I love, 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 love it. I start trying to decorate the outside, and then I think I give up. And then I just start with the inside, because get ready. I struggle so hard with the outside, or I mean the inside of the building. I see I put that one, and I'm like, no, and then I end up just putting that. I think that looks better. It looks more simplistic, and I like it. Well, I'll explain why I struggled when we get to that point. But I love this doorway, and one of my coworkers made fun of me yesterday when I was telling him about this, because he pointed out that my Sims owned a coffee shop before and they got rid of it, and now they just have a different coffee shop. And I'm like, well, you know what? Shut up. And it is a similar design aesthetic to the previous one. However, I like this. Oh, are you ready? Here's where I start struggling because I wanted it. I can't remember the words for it, but I wanted it to have like an open balustrade with the second floor, so it's like an small open and then like the other part. So this is the size that it ends up being, but then I struggle really hard with turning it into an actual. See, I don't know if anyone knows how to fix this, but this happens a lot. I've noticed with the roofing, and so I end up, I think, deleting the wraparound roof and just making it smaller because it just I fucked it up somehow. I honestly don't know what I did, so I'm just like, whatever, I'm just gonna do this and then fix it later. And I go back and then I redo the wall and then I have to delete the roof, and then I tried to do what I did before, but then it's not doing it in the same way where it like edits out, so I just have to make the roof a little smaller. It still looks good, I still like the way it looks, but I liked the way it looked before a little more, but I mean, what are you gonna do? So, and then the windows aren't doing what I want them, and I hate these little small windows, so I do move objects, which I think is one of the best cheats in the game, and I think most people will agree. Because I don't want to be... Oh, I totally forgot the words that I was trying to use. I don't want to be held back because the window won't fit in a certain way, you know what I mean? And then... Do I start decorating? Oh, but then that... So cute. Yay! I love this. I love this build. It's so pretty. And I don't know. I'm really excited about building this Old Town Willow Creek. I don't know if the other buildings... I know there's gonna... It's you guys know which cul-de-sac it is, but it's the one, when you're looking at the map, it's in the bottom right, kind of, and it's like, it's a cul-de-sac shaped street, and there's like 3 lots on one side, 2 on the other, and then 1 lot at the end. And so this is the lot on the left corner, and then the one at the very end of the street, I think it's going to be a town hall that I'm going to make, and then it's just going to be a generic lot. I think, or maybe a museum. Ooh, yes. So the Old Town Willow Creek Town Hall will be like a museum. It's a good idea. You heard it here first. And then as far as the other lots, I don't know. I know I'm going to make them old Victorian style. I don't know if I'm going to make them look run down. And then they'll slowly get renovated as the season goes on. But I think Season 2 is mainly going to focus on Old Town Willow Creek and the new town of Windenburg. Oh yeah, and then I end up giving the outside paint job like a pinkish salmon kind of color to it, because that's what a lot of the when you see those old style buildings, they're all like they have like a nice bright color to them. So when I usually wouldn't go with such a color on a building, but when I put it, it just seemed right. So I'm starting with the... Oh, okay, I haven't talked about the concept of this whole thing. So the whole concept of this is Jake and I I've always wanted to own a bookstore, and he's always wanted to own a coffee shop. So we've talked about, like, this is the real life, that we've talked about wanting to own, like, a coffee shop bookstore, and we're like the first floor, it's a double level, and the first floor is the coffee shop, and the second floor is like the bookstore type of area. So this is what I'm working on right now, the bookstore level. And yeah, and I wanted to make it seem very lived in, and I wanted to make it seem like we just took stuff from everywhere. So I think I used almost every single bookcase that is usable in this game. And I also didn't want to make the furniture too matchy-matchy, so I used like almost every single like chair and couch that you can, and I tried to just put stuff everywhere, stacks of books and pens and candles, and I think I ended up putting a fireplace in the first floor too. But yeah, and so that's the entire concept behind this build in particular. But, and then I love French, and so I had no idea what to name this, because we've talked about doing this in the future, but we haven't talked about like what we would name it. So I love the French language, and so café et livres just directly translates to coffee and books. So, and it sounds nice, and so I just thought that would be just a nice working name for the store, at least for The Sims. But yeah. Decoration. I just wanted to make it as full and lived in as possible. So yeah, I tried to fill up every wall with different paintings and stuff. And yeah. I think I end up even turning on the show hidden objects cheat, but I don't think I ever use any of the hidden objects. The one thing from the hidden objects that I really like is the paintings that they have, and I was planning on using some of them, but I don't think I ever did. Put some candles and incense holders everywhere, and stacks of books. And I don't know, I struggling with that. I just love bookstores, and I love the mom and pop feel of bookstores. Like there's this mountain town near me called Julian, and there's this old bookstore there that used to be a house. And so it's shaped, so when it looks like a house, and you walk in and there's still like a bunch of rooms and hallways, but it's all just floor to ceiling bookshelves and books and little random sitting areas with couches and stools and chairs. So you can literally just pick up a book and sit anywhere and just start reading and enjoy the books. And so that, I had that in mind when I was designing the second floor with all the couches, and I also wanted to put lots of carpet everywhere. Oh, and this is like a little kids area, toy box, and the little kids chairs and the stuff. Tissues, because you never know, they could be reading a sad romance novel. Alrighty, and now we're starting to work on the cafe part, which I like. I like how it turned out. God, I love this build. Do you ever like have that moment where you are starting to work on a build and it's done, but then you start like re-looking at it and you realize that you really, really, really did like it? And this might be one of my favorite builds that I've done, actually. Just because I love this architectural style, and yay! So how is everyone doing? That's good. Having a great day. How is everyone's Thanksgiving, if you practice it? Good. I'm so happy for y'all. And don't be afraid to interact with me in the comments, like, even if it's something mean. I love comments. I love talking to you guys. I love making new friends. Let's create a party. Let's create a dialogue. What's happening? Oh, that was weird. I think I just stopped designing and I was just like flipped around really fast, but because it's fast forwarded, it just looked weird. Anyway, I love that magic carpet. It's so pretty. Plants and greenery, and then I just put one single bathroom because I mean it's an old house, and wink wink, old house. So I was like, one bathroom's probably fine. Just in the back corner. Doodly doody doody doo. I love that wallpaper. But let's have a question in the comments. What is your favorite type of Sims video to watch? Do you like watching Let's Plays with a storyline, or do you prefer watching speed builds? And particularly like my speed builds or something, because I was so afraid, I talked about this I think in my first one, but I was so afraid to do speed builds for such a long time. Just because I mainly didn't have faith in myself to sit down and start and complete a build in one sitting. I literally, just because I had never done it before, you know? But the more I do it, as with anything, the more practice I get, the easier it's getting, and the more fun it's getting, actually. Because it's almost like a challenge. It's like, okay, come up with a concept, and you have less than 2 hours to do it, go. And then you just see what happens, and then when it's done, you can just tell, it just feels right, you know? And then, ooh, I loved this, because those fit perfectly, and I chose all the different colored plates. And I'm like, oh, that's so cute. But yes, so do you prefer watching Let's Plays or speed builds? I honestly don't know. I like watching both. I think it depends on the Let's Play. Because, I don't know, my Let's Play, I'm just trying to run as oh yeah, the fireplace, I forgot. My Let's Plays that I'm trying to run are, like, you know, just a random, like, soap opera-esque storyline. But I enjoy it. I like where it's going. I also have a couple spin-off series planned, and so I thought I might run them by you guys right now since they're fresh, because I have a few videos recorded actually that I haven't edited yet. I thought of one centered around Bianca Rodriguez, our clone daughter, that was called tentatively called Bianca's World. Where we just follow her around, because she's the chief of police, but she's also insane, so I thought that would be funny to see what kind of shenanigans I can get up to with her. And then another one that I have, that I've also already recorded the first episode of, is called Explore That, and it would be with Jenny Butterscotch. Almost like a Travel Channel style thing, where I pick a lot that I've only seen the pictures of, and I haven't looked at, like, full on, like, put it in build mode and looked at it, and then just place the lot, and then go into live mode or live mode with Jenny, and then go to the lot with her, and kind of just run around it and see, because some of these lots that you see that are so extravagant, but then a lot of the things maybe don't work, or something goes wrong with the build when you actually put it in live mode. So it would be fun, and then, like, give shout-outs to because there's so many talented people that I get inspiration from on a daily basis when you look through the gallery. So I just thought that would be a fun thing to do. And, oh, I love this little seating area that I put over here. It's so cute with the candles. But yeah, I just thought that was a cute idea, so let me know in the comments section if you guys think that's a fun idea or not. Because then I have all those ready. I just have to edit them and upload them. I think I'm more excited about the Explore That thing than the Bianca's World. So I might upload the first episode of Explore That and see what reaction I get. And if it's positive and y'all like it, then I'll start recording more, because I have a bunch of lots saved, like giant lots that are ridiculous, that I haven't even looked at, just from, like, when I first came to the community and I was like, I'm just gonna put a bunch of lots. And the more I've played, the more I'm, like, wanting to build my own stuff. Because now I think the majority of the lots in my Sims world have been built by me. And it's a nice feeling when you can have, like, lots that you've, like, constructed yourself, and it's nice. I went a little cray with the foliage, but I did take it and I went all the way around the building. So this is going to be a couple of minutes of just me trying to go as random as possible with all the different foliage around the building. But I think it's nice. I like that. I like when it makes it seem more realistic when you actually play with the landscaping and the ground paint on the outside. It's nice. It's a fun feeling when you get to do that. And then I kind of gave up for a minute and just changed the color on these hedges and just did it that way with this corner, or that side. So fun. And then made it look a little more overgrown on this side because it's the back side of the building. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Can't even believe. But yes, Café et Livres will be a big-ish role in The Sims in Season 2. Because of the club thing, I might have Josh and Jake Sims start a club, and this will be the hangout. There's also, there's also a couple buildings that I have made or designed that I didn't do a speed build for. But there's one in particular that I really, really, really like, and I think it's definitely going to be a clubhouse for a club. A specific room, like a third floor of this building that I really liked. It's a nightclub. Oh, it's one of the buildings, if you remember in the Season 1 finale, it's one of the buildings that, it was for the friend's house, the Brooklyn, the townhouse. I gutted the inside and then turned it into a triple-floored nightclub. Or maybe that was a lounge. Regardless, I really like how that turned out, so you'll see that soon. But yeah. And now into the screenshots! Woo! Outside, and there's a little outdoor patio entrance. But yeah, oh my god, you guys, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to be uploading a lot more content in the next couple of weeks. I was thinking of doing a 12 days of Vlogmas, but I'm not sure. Vlogging is really stressful for me, so I haven't really decided if I wanted to do it yet or not. But like I said, I have a lot more content coming. I have a lot of videos up, recorded that I just need to edit and put out there. And then Get Together comes out next week. Oh my god, raise your hand if you're excited. Woo! 2 people. Great. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I say again, I'm sorry, but give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I will see you guys later. Bye, guys.